You got a request. That's the father.
Okay, come on up, Joker.
Because he's private. I couldn't send an invite. But you guys, the old jokes is that's out the window because keep living. You're gonna be right where we're at. So that's not fading nobody up here with the old stuff. So cut that out.
Come on up.
You cannot curse on the panel, Joker.
Joker, welcome to the conversation. How you doing tonight?
Yo, I'm doing great, but now I got a question for you.
Well, let me start with a question myself. How old are you?
I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna answer that in this group chat.
Why not?
I'm an adult though,
No. Why can't you tell me how old you are?
because I don't want people knowing my age.
Oh, because are you much older than the girl you impregnated twice, according to what you said in the comments?
Nah. I'm not way much older now.
How much older?
We about the same age. I'm only a
If
year
that was the
older.
case, you just said.
Yeah,
Because she had her
yeah.
first
He
baby
said a
when she
year
was
older. He said a
15,
But
year
but
now
claimed to
older.
be the
I
father of
gotta,
both of these children. How
I
much
gotta.
older are you than she? Because I have a sneaking feeling that you might be
He
a little bit
he
might be a
he's
bit
he's 20.
over.
He's 20.
He's 20,
Nah, I'm 21. I'm 21.
21, 21. Okay, two year gap, and she started having children at 15, which means you were 16 messing with a 14-year-old.
Nah, she was 15. I was
Is that
16.
correct? She had the baby at 15. It take about 10
I
months
lied
to
to
make
you.
a baby. It take about 10
There's no
months
point in lying.
to have a baby. It's 40
Nah,
weeks
nah,
to
nah.
carry a child to
All
term.
right, so look, listen, because I want to hear, I want to hear something very fast. Because you said the government's. I know.
Your phone's breaking up, Joker.
Yeah,
In a better
if
spot.
she ever
Look, you have
tells people, I help out financially.
Joker. You have to get in a better
Your
spot. You
phone's
only
breaking
have
up,
two
Joker.
bars. Your Wi-Fi. You need to get in a better
No, that's
spot.
my. I'm
Just
walking around.
okay. Well, look at your bars on here. Get to a better spot so we can hear you. Oh, there you go.
Y'all can hear me better.
Yeah, that's a lot better. So, are you the father of the first two kids or the first and the last?
Nah, I'm the father of the first two kids.
Of the first two kids. Is there is that a reason why you knocked her up twice and didn't marry her?
Actually, if you really want to be honest, my whole goal was to marry her, but then things just went sideways with me and her.
Both
But I'm not
times.
gonna get all into that. My main
I
question
just, I
was,
just, I would just like to understand how is it that people continue to make babies with people and they don't stay with them. I understand the first baby, absolutely, but I have trouble understanding how you get somebody pregnant twice and then decide, hey, yeah, this just ain't working out.
I mean, I don't know. I
You
mean,
don't
I
know.
just, I don't.
You don't know. This is
But
why children shouldn't be having children. Do you not understand the consequences that come behind fathers not being in homes with their children?
all right,
Do you,
here's the
do you
thing. I
know the
mean, you
likelihood?
said you
Do you
said
know
you
the
was gonna
likelihood of
respect
your
me, but
children
you're talking
being
over me.
being put in a position where they're SA'd or molested by the next man that comes into their household?
Let's
Do
give
you
him a
do, do,
chance.
do
Let's
you
give
not
him a
understand
chance.
that?
Let's give him a chance, Marquise.
Marquise, yeah, let's let him talk.
Let's
Okay,
give him a
let him talk.
chance.
Go
I mean,
ahead.
this ain't really grownish of somebody, but can you explain to me how I'm not doing a good job as a father? I mean, I know I'm not there physically, but I'm there financially. If my kids need anything, they know. She knows she can gladly call me. I got the money. I mean,
That's
shit,
not the
money's never an issue.
Well, that's not what she's presenting online. What she's presenting online is follow me, help me get a car.
I mean,
Hold
that's
on one
my
second.
Follow me, help
grown.
me get my money up.
Hold on.
So,
Hold on one second.
if you're
Hold on.
financially able, why haven't you put her in a car? Because the mother of my children has never walked.
Well, we two
I think the
generations.
better question is that Joker is that you said that she didn't ask you for anything. The point is that maturity and growth in age tells you that she shouldn't have to ask. because you're providing for your family. She shouldn't have to come to you and ask. You know what needs to be done and you know what is needed for your children. So then you would just be doing it.
I mean, if you really want me to be honest, I can't know what my children need since me and her, we don't talk. I don't talk to her. She knows if only time to really communicate with me is if my kids need something. I don't like to communicate with her. There's a whole reason why we is not together.
Right. So essentially, you have two children that are being punished by not having you as a
Nah,
part of their
nah.
life because the two adults, hold on, because the two adults who decided to bring them into this world can't communicate enough to have a conversation that's rooted around the betterment of their children.
Can we listen to understand though also with him? Because y'all understand all these things that we're saying are obvious. But
Obviously not.
I know you are, but I'm saying let him talk a little bit so we can listen to understand where he's coming from. Because you asked a question, but let him answer it.
But what's the question?
Sunset.
I think Sunset was
I didn't have a
addressing.
question. I didn't have a question. I just made a statement based on what he
Uh,
said. I didn't have a question.
So, Joker, do y'all plan to go to court and do parenting time?
well, right now it's like the distance. It's just the distance. I'll gladly be in my I never told my kids I wouldn't never be in their lives. Simple as that. I
Okay.
mean, yeah, things happen between me and her, but my kids not seeing. Yeah, no, I never wanted that. I never did. But I mean, life happened. I mean,
Okay.
she chose to move out and move like 2 hours away. I mean, I can't do nothing about that. I can't.
So, real quick here, TYY keeps saying y'all are too invested. Honey, let me tell you something. I've worked with a lot of your parents, probably their age group, to make sure that families stay together. I have to be invested into the community to make sure that the children y'all have,
Come
that they're
on.
not abused or neglected or they're not essayed. Okay, you have not stepped one bit in my shoes to tell me that we're supposed to be invested. You're not used to people being invested in your life, and that's probably why you're on this live being disrespectful to your elders. If we weren't invested, half of the children out there wouldn't be doing what they're doing, and that's damn good.
Let me open a box, Tony, to see if the mom will come. Okay.
Now,
So how
are
often
they
are you seeing your kids?
If you really want me to be honest, only time I can actually see them is through the phone. Simple as that. Simple as that. But I mean, I ain't really tripping. I ain't. I mean, it hurts. Yeah, as a father, yeah. But there's nothing I can honestly do about that. I mean, I don't.
So you
I
can't
don't
get it.
believe. Look,
You don't have a
listen.
car.
I won't be getting my car until like a couple more months. Simple as that.
Joker, you employed, right?
Yeah, I work.
Okay. Okay. So you working and you working and you do okay, right? You
Yeah.
do okay. So how long have you been out on your own? How long have you been living out on your own?
I mean, if you really want to be honest, I mean, I'm getting my own spot because right now I stay with my mom and help her out. Simple as that. But as of this October, I'll be moving out on my own. So
Okay.
right now, I'm not out on my. I pay bills and stuff like that, yeah.
Right.
But nah, I'm
Right.
not out on my own. I'd rather
Okay.
stay as long as I can with my mom and help her out before I leave the nest.
Okay. Now, when you were staying with your mom, was you, her, and the kids?
What you mean?
when
When
she
you
was staying with y'all, when she was staying with you guys, he's still staying with mom. But when was she staying with y'all?
Nah. I moved out of my mom's spot to be with her to help take care of our kids. And then
Uh,
me and her, like, I'm not even gonna sit here and fake it. I mean, when we broke up, I just decided to just go home. I mean, ain't no
okay?
point in just
Okay,
staying
that's fair.
around.
That's fair. I understand that. I understand that. So you moved back home, and so now you've been at home helping out with that. Does your mom have a car?
Yeah, my mom and dad drive. It's just
Okay.
they're
Do they
not
have an
gonna
extra
drive to.
car? Do they have
Nah,
an
I
extra
mean
car?
we have an extra car, but it needs work done to it.
Okay. Okay. The only reason I asked that is because if they got two cars, maybe somebody would take you on a day trip 2 hours away to see your kids. That's all I was asking. That's why I was asking
Yeah.
the question. So you don't have no buddies that that could y'all could hook up and go out to see your kids.
I mean I do, but we all work. We all work different days. I mean I work Monday through Friday. I got the
Uh huh.
weekends off. They work on the weekend, so it's like that's not really an option until I get my own car.
Right. Okay.
So how old were you when you had the when y'all had the first baby?
I want to say I was just turning what, either 17. I want to say.
You were turning 17. Okay, so right now, fast forward, you didn't have some experience with the whole situation. He might be able to still hear me. So you've gotten to this point, right? She's about to have number three, and you did say the number three is yours,
No,
correct?
1 and 2.
Oh, wait, what?
Oh,
1 and 2 are his,
he
not
she
3.
she's on the phone with him.
No, he said they don't talk, huh? He said they don't communicate.
She was on the live saying stuff and she got off, so she might actually be on the phone with him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh,
She's
I
on there
thought he
with him
said they
now.
didn't talk at all
I mean,
Well,
right
come
she do.
now.
on,
They do
y'all.
today.
This is the stuff I'm talking about. And
But I
Hey,
mean,
you
when you
never
put
know.
it
Maybe
out here for the
some
public,
people
we can
find it.
comment and we can talk. But that's the thing with this generation of kids or young adults, since we want to say we grown once we start having babies and being
Yeah,
sexual.
he did say
This
that.
is what we are talking about. Did the older or the old folks, as y'all keep calling us in the comments, y'all don't like to hear advice. You don't want to hear right from wrong. You don't want to hear ways to help you accomplish, to be better, to do better. You got 3 kids in the picture and you're 19 years old. You didn't even get to finish living your childhood out before you decided to go out here and have 3 babies. And then now, do you have the equipment, the materials, the knowledge, and the understanding to go out here and be, one, a productive human, two, a productive parent, and teach these babies what they need to know? Did you get all of that in your childhood before you decided to go out here and be grown, since we grown, and have babies? That's the
So
thing.
I
So
go ahead.
never mind.
well, here's my
No,
here's my next question.
Marquise, real quick, I wanted to follow through with what I was asking him. So the two are yours, the last one's not, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so right now at this current time, you were almost 17. You were 16 when the first one came. What would you
Hmm.
tell a 16-year-old right now that does not have children but is in a so-called serious relationship? What would you say to that 16-year-old?
I mean, deep down, it's not even worth having a child. Not until, like, all right, to be honest with you, yeah, I wanted to marry her and all that, but it's like, yeah, no, that didn't work out. So it's like, y'all can hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
All right, my fault. My fault. So basically, if you're young, don't have no child. Don't not live your life. I mean, don't give me. I chose to have my son. I chose to, cause I didn't have a father. My father died when I was 5 weeks. But I mean, I grew up with stepdads, so I was in and out. I was running the streets of some other shit. I mean, didn't really care about much. So in and out of juvie. Only real thing that will actually make me sit down and stay from being in the streets was having a child. So I had my son. And that's when my daughter just came along. I mean, I love both of them equally, but deep down, it's not really worth it. I mean, sometimes I sit here and I think I think sitting in jail would have just made me think of life a whole differently. But now it's like, all right, I got 2 kids. I mean, I'm proud to have. But if I could sit down and talk to my 16-year-old self again, yeah, nah, just go out and have fun. You don't got to do dumb shit all the damn time. But I mean, we all grow up differently. I'm live in the hood, so it's the environment that I'm in.
Okay. Now I did come across one of the videos where she said that you intentionally or planned to have this. I don't know if the boy was first or second.
Yeah,
I
my
don't.
son was first. My son was planned. I planned it,
So
my
this was
friend.
this was an intentional. Yeah, y'all intentionally got pregnant at 14 or 15. You say 15. You intentionally got pregnant at 15 and 16, 15, 17, or 15, 16, 14 to 16, whatever the age is. She's still in school and you still in school too.
Pretty much. But here's the thing. I mean, she was working real jobs. I was working with my cousin, getting paid underneath the table. So at the end of the day, we was still making money, making sure our kids was good.
But you were still living at home and she was still living at home too.
Something like that. I ain't gonna get into too much detail with that.
You don't
But
have
something
to.
like
I
that.
mean, it just makes sense. All of this makes sense. Neither you were even old enough to sign a contract to be in to even have an apartment. So y'all had to be living at home.
Yeah.
Y'all intentionally made a baby and no real plan. I want a baby. You wanted a baby to make you feel loved because
Nah,
that's what I'm
not
hearing.
quite. Not quite because I wanted a child to change my ways because ain't nobody else was doing it.
You wanted a baby to love you. I mean,
So
that's
my
that to change your way, and that is a thing. And I'm not beating up on you because there are plenty of grown people that have that same mindset where they feel that this child, I have a child, is going to change things.
actually
Children, children don't make things better; they make them worse. They make a
actually
bad
nah.
situation worse, and they make a good situation better sometimes. But this was not a great situation to begin
I
with.
mean, but everybody got their own little like I said, we all grow up differently. We all do things differently. Things happen differently with everybody. I
This is
mean,
not a
shoot,
things happen. You
yo,
just you
now
just
listen,
said you planned it.
with you, yeah, I did plan it, and it low key made me a better man in life.
A
I
better
mean,
man with two children that you don't see.
it doesn't matter that I get to see
It
them or
does
not.
matter. It absolutely matters. You have two children now that you don't see. How much better are you? How much better are they without a daddy that they don't see?
So what is you getting at?
What
Because I
you
I'm
mean,
have to
not getting at
realize,
anything. I'm just stating facts.
right? What you have to realize, Joker, is that when this kids, as they're growing up right now, they're not. Who's gonna be a better daddy than you for those kids, right? Is that how you feel? Right? Because you've been down the stepdaddy road, right?
yeah.
Okay. So now you bring these kids in, you're not there. Who's going to protect them 2 hours away? So you didn't make a great decision. The decision that you made at a young age, like you said earlier, that if you could go back and tell your 16-year-old self what to do, you wouldn't have did this, right? So we all make mistakes, man. We all. Well, there you go. But he gets it. But it's just, yeah, that's tough. That's tough, man.
Uh,
I
At
mean,
what point is it no longer a mistake and it's a choice? You intentionally,
oh,
y'all,
he chose to do it. He said he chose to do it.
twice,
Yeah, but that's
twice.
yeah, he chose to do it.
That's,
But
go ahead, babe.
no, go ahead. No,
So
go ahead.
can we
But
ask
that's
can
why
we
I
ask
asked him
the
about his.
young man
I
if he
asked him
gonna do it
about
again?
Or do you have
right.
any other children? Let me ask that. Do you have
I
any
mean,
other
what are
Nah.
you
kids
doing
outside these
if you're
two?
I
not
don't
if you're
plan on
not
having
playing?
any more kids until I get married. Simple as that. Simple as that. I don't plan on having any more kids until I get married.
Tell us why.
And tell us how you're gonna stop it.
What you mean? How am I gonna stop it? I mean, you gotta be laid up with people to so-called have a baby. I mean,
And then even if you do lay with them, you have to have a plan. You have to have protection in place to make sure that this doesn't happen. Because if you're not actively planning to not have a baby, you're gonna end up having a baby. 'Cause I don't know if abstinence is gonna be a thing. You know what I'm saying?
a little bit.
Yeah. So just be like focus on the kids that you have that are here.
Right.
Get a plan for what you're gonna do for them because they already here, right? So just make sure you don't add on to any issues because this is gonna be your next definitely next 18 years taking care of these ones and beyond that for us that are because we've been parents before so we know 18 years ain't nothing. It's you gonna keep you a parent forever. So just make sure you have precautions in place and you actually have a plan and just work on a plan to work with her to take care of the two you have
Hello.
because it's I want to give I do want to say that I just like the way that you're talking and that you want your kids, you love your kids, and it sounds like you really care about your kids. So I just want to commend you for that.
I appreciate it.
Kaiser, welcome to the conversation. What would you
Hello.
like to add?
I just want to say, I'm a part of this. I'm reading the comments, and a lot of them, I figure we're all in the same age group. I'm currently 24. I had my first child. I got pregnant with my first child at 18. Had him at 19. And I understand your views completely at a father's standpoint. That being 19 with 3 kids, it's tough. I'm currently pregnant with my second child at the moment, and I would say having kids, it is hard, especially at 19. My mom had me when she was 19, and it made her a stronger person. But then again, I want to add that older adult, I want to say that I was hard headed. I didn't listen to my mom. My mom tried to help me and make me understand. Excuse me, make me understand like, hey, it's a hard world out there. And so now me getting older and realizing how hard it is to take care of kids. But my son's father is in his life. We co-parent, we have court orders, stuff like that. We have a good co-parenting plan. We're not together. He's moved on. He has his own life. But having kids at a young age, it does make everything hard. And I see what you're trying to say, that it's not okay, because at the same time, everybody is helping to take care of your child. And when you don't have a village, which it looks like, because I've been back and forth through her videos and stuff like that, and it doesn't look like there's like an active village, but I do see that she's trying to take care of her kids. But I don't know. I'm not I followed her to like follow her journey, but I do believe that you have to give people an opportunity to figure it out by themselves on their own, because some people don't understand until they're going through it and they see basically going through their own trials and tribulations. Because it took me from having kids to understanding how hard it is to take care of kids to finally understand what my elderly people were trying to pour out into me. And I see I'm not sure the father what Joker.
Joker. Mm-hmm.
I just want to say to you that if you're trying to be an active father in your kid's life, whether you're able to only see them on FaceTime or not, it's probably best to probably get a court order in place before you're not able to see them at all.
You see what
I respect it.
I appreciate y'all having a dialogue. Y'all are in the same age group. Did you see the girl made a whole page that said FTT old?
No way, you're kidding.
And
Made a
did you
whole
see?
page.
Oh yeah.
I
You're
blocked it.
kidding. These must be her friends. He lying. He
Yeah.
lying. These got to be her friends. These must be the homies.
Oh
Look.
yeah, they came in, but trying to have a. She accused me of talking about them. Now Joker wouldn't be talking to me the way he was if I was talking about someone. I never talked about the girl, but that's okay because we can tell the friends that are mature, willing to have the conversation, and those who were raised a little hoodish, and y'all just want to
Say it again. Say it
and cuss
again.
adults out. Y'all want to cuss adults out? Come back on another page. That's not going to
Because
accomplish
we're not
nothing.
doing that. Yeah, we don't
Yeah, and
have to.
if you're a friend that doesn't like Joker and you're on your friend's side, he's up here having the conversation. He's
Correct.
not being disrespectful. He might be a little upset, but he had some self control and he's able to have the conversation. So you can
Exactly.
keep
I mean,
creating those.
I'm an
Joker.
adult. I should be able to have a conversation with somebody.
Okay, where are the
Y'all are
parents?
being blocked because y'all are being disrespectful in the comments. And if you're gonna be in the comments cussing, you're definitely gonna get blocked because we've already said that
There is a
90%
no
of y'all
cursing
have
rule.
been there. There's a no cussing rule, and y'all continue to cuss. So yes, I continue to block you. And each time you make a page to say that I got blocked or I got muted, I'm gonna block that page too. So keep making. I'm gonna keep blocking. We don't do disrespect in this group.
Joker, you're being challenged in the comments. They said that she was very open and that the dad said that she said that he couldn't see them. The Joker is lying.
Yeah,
What do
I
you have to
don't
say?
know. I don't know when exactly I just said that she said, "Oh, I could never see." I don't remember saying that. All I do know is that she moved 2 hours away. That's really much keeping me from seeing them. I mean, if you want to be honest, once I get a card, then yeah, I can see them whenever, as long as she allows me to. But I
Well,
mean, when I don't know who was saying it about the court stuff. I mean, I don't really believe in that all going to court and doing that.
Child support?
Pretty nah, not even that. Just all of it in general. I mean, I'm the type of parent that should be able to. Oh, we should have a we should be able to communicate about our kids. Like, oh, I can get them, and then you can get them, stuff like that, without having to bring court up in general. I mean, I don't believe in that stuff.
Jacob, let me
But you're
tell you
not.
something.
But you're
But
not
then why y'all
communicating
not
currently.
communicating?
But you're not communicating currently. So why wouldn't you go to the courts? If you true listen, my daughter's 17, my son is 4. If me and my wife got divorced tomorrow, I would gladly go right downtown and put myself on child support and put something in place so that I can see my children guaranteed and we get along. And even if we were to get divorced, I would hope that it would be amicable, but it will be handled in the courts because I want access to my children. Period. No
I'll say
questions
this
asked.
as a father, and y'all are not married, and I'm gonna speak from my brother's experience. It's best. I hate to say it's best, but sometimes when two parents can't have a decent conversation and co-parent with their children's other parent, getting your rights at least established
Yeah.
works. I say you because you need to be able to say I fought for my kids, and you
Correct.
need to go in
Hmm.
there because as of right now, when the mother and the child leaves the hospital, the mother is the primary domiciliary parent. The father doesn't have any rights, what even with them being on the birth certificate. And I'm speaking from the experience and from my own. Because with my kids, my ex-husband was not on our oldest daughter birth certificate, but he was on my youngest daughter's birth certificate. He had no rights to my oldest child, but he had rights to my youngest child. And the difference for my brother was he was on the birth certificate, but they considered the mother as the domiciliary parent of my nephew, and he literally had to go spend $6,000 to one get his rights established as a father because, well, put it this way, in Louisiana, he's not considered is not considered shared or joint until the father goes in court and establishes his parental rights, his visitation, his child support, and whatever else he want to do. So I get that you don't want to put y'all through the court system, but if y'all can't talk to one another, then at least have that so you can drive 2 hours away, go get your kids for a weekend, and that's just something you're gonna have to do if you want to be a present father. You got to suck it up and drive them 2 hours and go get your kids to be a present father. They need to physically see you, not just you cash out her money, Zelle her money, however you give her financial support. You actually need to physically be a part of your children's lives, and that's where the courts come in, unfortunately, to give you that right to say, I can drive 2 hours away and go get my kids and bring them back. Or y'all, the courts can make it where she has to meet you halfway with those kids. But you need to physically be in your children's life. FaceTime is just
Thank
not
you,
enough,
Mersh.
my boy. It's
Hmm.
not. You You
No.
need to be there. And this is why we are talking. I mean, we're not trying to talk y'all business or be in y'all business, but again, once it's made public, anyone can speak their opinion. But as a village, we're just trying to tell y'all the things that y'all need to do or can do to try to give you advice and guide y'all to be there for those babies. Because at the end of the day, it ain't about you and it ain't about her. It's about the babies y'all have together.
And the thing about it is, even if you are Cash App and even if you are buying diapers, them children are not going to remember that. What they're going to remember is I saw my mama and I didn't see my daddy. That's what they're going to remember.
That's what they're gonna see.
That's
Mm-hmm.
what they're going to see.
And that's not to make you feel bad. It's just the reality of it because when they're
I'm
little,
rotating boxes.
that's when they're forming their bonds, and we just want you to kind of understand how
Marquise up,
urgent
y'all.
that is.
Okay.
We just want you to understand how urgent it is that you start establishing a relationship because the bonds are created right now. The
Right.
0 to 5, the 0 to 3, that's an important time.
Mhm.
And I dealt with the court system for more than 12 years. It's not fun, but the best thing about it is that it's set in stone, meaning it don't go off of nobody's feelings. It don't matter who broke up with who and who's dating who. When it's your time to get those children, that's what needs to happen by law, period, point blank. She can't dispute that. You can't dispute it. If she breaks the order, you go and tell the judge what happened, and they will mandate her to follow, and vice versa. If you mess up the order, you're messing with your parenting time, the time with your children, and it won't
Mhm.
look good. But it establishes something solid that's not based off of how two people don't like each other. Because the kids don't care about that. They'd want to spend time with both of y'all. It's in the best interest of the child. There's another person on this panel, and I'll say this and I'll let Vern go, that also has extensive time in family court. There's pros and cons to it, but at this current time, not communicating or poorly communicating, that's not a good thing either.
Mhm.
Before Vern go, Vanessa,
Go
they
ahead.
can actually do the cash app. My brother does it for his child support. Long as you put in that note section where it asks what is it for, and you say child support, it is acceptable in court as a means of paying child support. It doesn't always have to be garnished if the parent is willing to accept it as cash app, and you just have to write in there child support for your whatever the child's name is.
Now that's good information.
That's
So
really
just
good
remember
information.
whenever you send the cash out, make sure you put the child
Yeah,
support.
so the child name. So if you your baby name Ashley, nope, for child support for Ashley, and it is acceptable because Cash App does not delete the receipts. Can't be deleted when you send someone money. So that's why it is an acceptable form of ways to pay child support.
And
Now, are you talking about
they
child
also
support?
send you a report each month. At the end of each month, they send you a report on how much you spent, what you
Yep.
spent it
And you
on.
can and you can see it also shows how much like it'll keep a running tab. So like she can say you didn't pay something 1 month. It keeps a running tab of each person that you
Hmm.
send money to. So like he can click on we'll say baby mama name is Kim. He can click on Kim, show it to the judge. The judge will see, oh, okay, and it shows each time he sent money, if he sent extra money, anything
Right.
like that.
But
So
Africa, are you saying that once child support is established, they can use Cash App to
yes,
send the?
yeah. It doesn't have
Okay,
to be gone
Yeah.
if both parents are willing to agree to the cash out payment because it does not delete. You cannot get rid of proof
okay,
of
so
payment. Then
that's
you can
child
do cash
support.
out. Yeah,
That's
you can
child
do.
support that has already been established. But young men, please know if you're sending anything and paying for anything on a regular basis, if child support has not been established, they will not count that. You might as well
They
throw that
will.
money out the window.
Okay.
Not in
Well, in some
Colorado.
states,
Every
in
state
some
is different.
states,
And
yeah.
that's
Well,
what the people in the
Louisiana, you
comments were
can do
saying.
that. I listen
Without
to.
Yeah, no, TT, she wasn't saying what you're saying. She's saying that if he
Wait a
sends any
minute.
money, even if nothing is established,
Yeah,
and he
you can.
puts that as child support, whenever they do go to court, if somebody tries to say, "Hey, he hasn't been giving me anything," that is proof that he has been giving things.
Yeah,
Right.
you
That's
can
what
do
the
it with or
Exactly.
Hmm.
that's the
without an
point.
Exactly.
establishment.
What proof do you have? 12. 12 says you got proof he wasn't doing nothing. Ronita, we're welcome to the conversation. We're ready for you. What would you like to add to this conversation? I do want to pause just a moment. Joker, look, I know we're putting the pressure on you, and I do have to just say I appreciate you for not just coming up here and acting a stone cold fool. You are at least receptive and listening.
Very civil.
So that I have to just pause and commend you on, because you know a lot of these people just come up here act a fool, and before I know it, we're back to talking to ourselves. So for that, I have to commend you on. Again, I have to speak my truth. I have to be honest. I have to tell it like I would tell my 4-year-old son if he were your age, and just like I go upstairs and tell my 17-year-old daughter. The way I'm talking hard to you now is just the same way I talk to my daughter, because some things are to me are just common sense, and there's some things that just have got to be said. There's some understandings that should just be universal. So I'm not gonna handhold anybody. I don't do it for my own kids. I'm not going to do it for adults online either. But like I say, I did just want to pause and say I do appreciate you for being very respectful in and allowing people to say what they feel they want to say, and you know responding in an adult fashion. Renita, we're ready for you.
Hey, can y'all hear me?
We can hear you just fine.
Oh my goodness. Well, forgive me. That means I had something else going on in the background. My apologies. I didn't even know I was added or hit a button. So y'all forgive me. I'm showing my age. But anyway, Joker young man, I wanted to say to you that I have been listening to this, and as a young lady who was born out of wedlock, who had a biological father that I considered a sperm donor, but also as a believer in Christ, I have constantly had to forgive him at this age of 43. We reconnected when I was 12, met him for the first time after my mother moved away, knowing that was best for both her and her baby, me. And so she moved back home. I was born in Oregon, and I now live in Alabama. I live on my own, have my own, you know, do what I need to do. Of course, at 43, I don't expect applause. That's what I'm supposed to do. But I want to say this so that you, as a young man, again, I appreciate and respect your emotional stability for your age. It's going to continue to grow if you continue to seek the right mentorship, hopefully connections and family. But please do what you can legally and professionally, because at that time, my mother, bless her sweet heart, she wasn't thinking, oh, I should get on child support, because she was thinking, you know, I'll be able to take care of my child. I'll be fine. And I have an amazing stepfather who has been in my life since I was 5. So he is my dad, and that's all that I know. Marquise has probably seen it on my Facebook post. That's all I post about is my dad. That is my dude. That is, you know, he can do no wrong. And my relationship, unfortunately, with my biological father has not been what it should be, because it is hard for me to accept that he did not do what he was supposed to do.
Come on,
And he lives in Texas, and I live in Alabama, and you are 2 hours away. You're in the same situation as my little brother, who is my biological father's child. But he has transportation, he has a job, career, whatever. But you need to do whatever you need to do to make it happen for those children. That's what a parent is. That's a lot of difference that I'm seeing in some of these younger parents. And I'm not saying this to talk down on you or anything of that, but put forth more effort, young man, please. You know, it's not about you, it's about those children. We've said that in the comments. We've said this. I think every adult that's on here has said this. It is not about you, it is about those children. And that is the one thing I even told my mother, not to hurt her feelings, but to respect her. I said, but mama, it wasn't about you, it was about me. And she actually said, you know what, you're right, but I didn't think like that at the time. So we're trying to help you see what needs to be done, so that you're not at my biological father's age of 60 something years old trying to get, you know, attention and love from a child, or better yet, an adult that you never did anything for. There are no excuses. There are no excuses.
Beautifully put, Ronita. And that's the thing. What you don't want is children that spend their adult life recovering from their childhood. And on the path that you're currently on, that's going to be the same story. Okay, you there. If she call and asks for something, it's the gist of what we heard. But again, that's not true parenting. You've got to be present. I mean, physically present in these children's lives. And again, as Renita said, I have to echo it. There's just no excuse. You didn't make one baby, you made two, and you made one on purpose, the first one, before you and her had a real plan for life whatsoever. And then you turned around and did it again. Now she's on baby number three, baby daddy number two, which only further complicates the matter. And now you're 2 hours away and everybody's upset because she's gone live to dry big for money online for a vehicle and to help support her child. And now you're feeling some kind of way because now we're looking at you like, okay, where is the daddy?
Really,
This is what happens.
does Joker? Do you have
She's not
any
begging.
feedback?
If you say, please watch my video to help me get money so I can get a car, that's dry begging. That's what I call it. Yeah, that's
We
exactly what
done
it is.
calmed the children down, and Marquise done rattled them back.
Because they don't like to hear the truth. That's dry
They making
begging.
pages
That's dry
about me
begging.
to lie.
When I purchased my vehicles, I did not come online and raise money for it.
You know what though? But let's say this: we all.
You can say whatever you want to say, but it's not true. She's dry begging. Help me raise money so I can buy a car for the 2.5 children. For the children I keep creating that I can't take care of.
Here we go.
People don't want to hear the truth. I'm just being honest. I'm just being honest. Don't nobody want to hear it though.
But and we've all fallen short. We've all made
This is
mistakes.
not falling short. This is just making
No. I'm
decisions that
talking
are just
about
unwise
right, but still, we've all
over and
fallen
over
short.
again.
We've all made
We
mistakes
do
as
have
young
to we do
adults.
have to hold yeah, we do have to hold each other accountable though. So when we make our mistakes, we do hold each other accountable. I'm like I said, I commend Joker for sitting here with us while
Sure.
we have this conversation because I know it could be uncomfortable.
I'm
You hear
making
people
money
talking
off of
like
her.
they
I
didn't
don't.
make no mistakes, but we did make mistakes when we were younger. But at the same time, we just want to point out to the younger people, look, this is something that could be avoided. This is something that could be avoided. And I wanted to say this.
Wait a
I
minute,
know a
because
lot of
now
men.
you're about to tick me off. I'm only getting views because of her. Please go check my page. I have nearly
Oh, he's
300,000
gone viral
followers.
so many times. It's
I stopped
unbelievable.
counting how many times I've
She
gone viral.
every week we have at least three or four different topics. She's just one of many, honey bunny. But listen, I
You
also
sound
want to
very
say
ignorant right now.
I wanted to
I
say
go
this.
viral with my family without dry begging. My daughter went
Okay,
viral for just going to the prom. Please shut
that was
up.
wonderful.
Please shut up.
It
With the
was wonderful.
best prom video. We made it to the shade room.
And I know a lot of, I want to say this. I know a lot of young men, they don't like to deal with the police or the court because typically it's not a really good place for black men to be, if you know what I
Sure,
mean.
sure.
Like we have a lot of history with the courthouse. But in this particular instance, you will be just going to establish your parental rights. So if something does happen, you know, with the stepdad or anything happens, and you need to just say, hey, I need to get custody of my kids or go get my kids, you'll already have half the work done.
She'll be the
So
first
that's why
person
this
they call. It won't go to her
exactly.
parents. You'll be the
hundred
first
percent.
person they call.
100%. And so that's why we're saying this. We're not saying this to say, hey, you need to go to the court and because she's some bad person. No, it's because of the fact that the dynamic. You guys weren't married. So for me, I was married. So when I got divorced, everything was taken care of in the divorce. And my husband, when I divorced my husband, he had equal rights and I had equal rights. I can go to the school and pick him up. He can go to the school and pick him up and nobody can't say nothing about nothing because there was a marriage there first. And
Mm-hmm.
so now
But
that you have a situation where that you guys had no marriage, because as soon as I'm married to this man, if I have a baby in Louisiana and I have a baby actually for anybody, that baby is considered his. So
mm-hmm.
this is the thing. You
Mm-hmm.
have to that's why paperwork is very important.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I want to tell even young Kaya when she was up here. I understand you young, y'all at school age, at college ages, where y'all, we were in college at that age. But at the same time, if you're going to, because I married very young too. So if you're going to have kids and things like that, you want to do it when within wedlock because it is a legality.
Mm-hmm.
But now that the children are already here, like I said, you guys are moving on. She's taking care of the kids, and you're doing your best to try to assist with taking care of the kids. Just make sure you make that um, get that paperwork done so that if something does happen, if anything could happen,
Yeah.
anything could happen,
Yeah.
and then they gotta look. They're gonna be, where's the daddy? They don't have any daddy on file, whatever the case is. But you want them to come to you first because they're your kids.
Mm-hmm. I
So
like that.
So
I understand why y'all don't want to go to court, but please, we're just giving you that information.
All
so
right.
Joker,
Hold
can
on.
I ask you a question really quick?
Hold on
Have
just a
we
second.
said anything that helps out at all?
Yeah.
Are you there?
Y'all can hear me?
Yeah, we can
Yeah, I
hear
can
you
hear you
now.
now.
I said yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So let me ask this, and I'm gonna leave you alone. So I'm not gonna ask you what your 5 year plan is, but what is your plans over the next year? What have you planned? I know you're gonna leave your mom's house. You're gonna get an apartment. So what is your plan from there? What are you looking to try to do?
Well, I mean, I'm only 21. So I mean,
But you
this
but you gotta
year,
have a
this
plan. Whether
yeah,
it's
yeah,
going.
yeah, yeah. I mean, right now I work a full-time job. I plan on leaving it to construction work, but if I don't do construction work, I'm most definitely going to try to do my dream, and that's to become a boxer.
Okay, so you're gonna be a boxer. Okay. Okay. So how do we get there? What are you doing to get there?
Well, for starters, I mean, boxing ain't cheap, training ain't cheap, so I mean, I'm gonna have to stack up some cheese. But besides that, I mean,
So is
not
that
really.
is boxing for you realistic right now?
Actually, depending on the things that's going on, like with my kids, nah, it's not. But the other stuff that's going on, I mean, that's really much the only thing that I'm
Hmm.
having issues with.
Uh
But
huh.
besides that, I mean, I can I can most definitely do boxing if I want to do boxing because I ain't really worried about nothing else.
Okay. Okay. But we have to worry about our kids though. We have to make sure our
Right.
kids are taken care of.
Kids,
Yeah,
So
kids
yeah, I
supposed to be
know.
number one on that list.
let
Oh
me
yeah,
finish.
most
Let me
definitely.
finish.
You okay, bro?
Go ahead, Joker. What'd you say? I'm sorry.
No, I said most deaf, but I mean, I never said I was gonna put boxing before my kids. I mean, y'all sitting here giving me advice and take
No.
this
I'm not saying
advice.
that, Joker. Let's stay on pace. I'm not saying that, man. I'm not
Yeah,
saying you're gonna
I
do that.
understand.
I'm not saying you're gonna do that. What I'm saying is, where I want you to go is that I want you to understand that you got to keep your job, right?
Yeah,
The box
yeah,
because when you really get into boxing, boxing becomes a full time job. Unless you got a sponsor or somebody who's really helping you, you're not bringing anything in. Is that true?
pretty much.
Okay, so we got to make sure that we maintain a level of financial level so that we can make sure that our kids are taken care of. But at the same time, we got to figure out what we're going to do in the next year to make sure that our kids know who I am and I'm able to get to them when I need to get to them. So if that's going to court or whatever it is, we need to work something into our this 12-month program that you got, wanting to be what you want to do so that these kids are you need to get something in there, because I hear about you, but I'm not hearing what you're going to do to
Hmm.
get to your kids. Does that make sense?
Joker, you don't have to answer this. You do not have to answer this, but let me say it like this. Are you free and clear of the court system? Is your
Am
name
I?
in anybody's court system? Yes or no? You don't have to answer it, but yes or no if you do answer. Don't go into detail if you choose to answer.
All right, so nah, I ain't in the system. I have
Okay.
I had
Okay.
a juvenile record, but I don't got no adult record.
Okay, that's sealed. Okay, I
Okay,
just wanted
good.
to say that before he. Okay, got you. And then I know
Yeah.
we have Jamie up top that needs to go.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm done. I'm done.
That was good. It was someone coming after me for using for talking about dry big, and then you should say that to the other teen moms that dry big. There's nobody that's safe on my page. You should come back. You should come back. This is subject number 2. This wasn't even the first thing we talked about tonight. I Nobody's safe over here. Do you have any idea how bad I drug Resilient Jenkins, the entire family, through the mud? While y'all was sitting there supporting them and giving them money while they dry begged in that one bedroom apartment with all them kids. Did such a great job that Resilient Jenkins, the mama showed up. I interviewed her. The daddy showed up. I interviewed him. And now I'm friends with the baby mama who I also interviewed. No. Right is right and wrong is wrong. If you don't want to hear right and wrong, then you need to go and be pacified on another creator's page. Look, I'm for uplifting all of us. And what affects one of us affects us all. We have got to stop doing things like this. This is the same crap I tell my child. I do not want her to end up doing something like this with her life.
She said,
There's
"I would
so much
hate to see." Go ahead.
there's so much
That,
more to live
it was
for.
quite comical, TT.
There's so much more to live for. I need people to understand that children should never complete you or fix you or make anything fix anything about you. If you're looking for love, you need to find it within yourself. I love my children. That those are only those two children provide that unconditional love. But please believe, I love myself and I love that spouse before those children ever got here. Those children are the top of the cake. They're those are little figurines on top of the cake. The cake was already baked with icing on it, and that's the way things should be. But when you're bringing in children into this world to complete you, you do more damage than good. Again, we
Yeah,
got a
because my
mom.
mom had me to keep another woman from being my dad's first baby mama. So I was a child that got here because she just wanted to beat another woman to having his baby.
Yeah,
How you think I felt for 43 years knowing
yeah.
that is the reason why I'm here?
Yeah, I need people to understand that. And I'm speaking from both sides of it. I lived on the other side of that. I was the product. My mama did marry my father. She was 15 when she had me. They got married before I turned one. But I understand the damage that comes with having a teenage mother. It's unavoidable. You can be the best parent that you can be to your children as a teenager, but your mind is simply not where it's going to be at 24 or 30 or older. Your mind, you still have the mind of a child. It's just there's no way around it. And my mama did the best she could do, but Lord knows the damage that was done and the things that she and I both had to recover from. My mother had three kids with my father before they ultimately got a divorce. My father was unalive by the time he was 33, and about at 33, he had eight children by four women. So I'm not just standing here on a soapbox just because I chose a different path. I've been on both sides of that fence. I know what it's like to have children grow up in a solid household with a mother and a father that love each other and are there for each other. And I understand, and I'm now reaping the benefits of that. I'm seeing it through my daughter right now, and my son is well on his way to doing the same. And I've been on the other side of that, where I myself, as a man, and and my sister as a female or as a girl, have walked two different paths of life, even though we were in the same household with a single mama that was a teenager. Oh, I know the damage that can be done. So if you don't want to hear it, that's fine. Scroll back and go back to your ratchet behavior. But we're trying to save the next one. This is a cautionary tale. This is something that we don't should not aspire to. This is not something that we should celebrate. This is not something that we should continue to do. I said what I said. Feel free to disagree.
And I love that you shared that comes from a place of you being a child
Come on.
from that type of a situation. So you're letting them know I'm speaking for the babies
Come on now.
because I was the
I was
baby.
I was one of them babies.
I was the baby.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, a lot of times we get into older mom, older daddy, but the situation really is about the child
Mm-hmm.
and how is this going to be either detrimental to the child. So yeah, you could definitely look at Marquis. So a great
extramarital.
father to his children. So definitely the children can make it out, but you don't want them to have to.
Correct.
You want to give them every advantage. So to every young person that's listening, if at all possible, you just want to make the right decisions. And for the ones who already had babies, we know you're gonna get it out the mud. We have faith in you. We believe in you. But plan, and one of the first plans is how not to make another one,
Come
because
on
you
now.
you gotta. If you're having one, it's easier than having two. Having two easier than having three.
Come on now.
So just don't keep making it uh a bad situation, because you want your children to be able to enjoy their childhood.
That's it. That's it.
And it is possible. Yes, it is. Yes, it is possible.
Ooh, I
Yeah.
like that. No sense in making life harder than it has to be. Absolutely. Jamaican, but we're ready for you. Go ahead and add whatever you like to add to this conversation.
You just said what I was gonna say. The whole, um, your children, when you're having children that young, your children later have to like go through like therapy and all of that to get like through the traumas of it, and you think that you're doing your best, but you're really like not, sort of, kind of. So I said that for myself because I was not necessarily a teen mom. I got pregnant with my son at 20. I had him at 21, but I was a single mom, and I did have a village. So I did have the village behind me, but I feel like a lot of times when I'm talking to my son, he's like telling me without telling me that he's going through things, like he's seen things in our life that he not necessarily would have seen, because if he had a two-parent household, or if he had a dad to run home to and cry to about things instead of waiting on grandpa to deal with the other kids, and then he has to be like second best, sort of, kind of. He tells me these type of things, but he kind of like shies away from it because he loves my parents so much. And even to the fact of he graduated high school and he didn't even want us at the graduation. Like he was like, "Oh, y'all don't have to show up to graduation." We're like, "What?" He's like, "It's not that serious." And we're like, I'm telling him like, "Son, that is that serious. Like you're a black man in this world is gonna look at you. You already have stripes on your back just being a black man, and then you're beating the odds because you're not a single dad. You did graduate high school, like, so the whole having all these babies young. Also, I have a daughter too, and I don't know, some people are going to say I'm doing it the wrong way because my mom has told me that. But I feel like my mom growing up told me, oh, to go out there and get you a baby and it's your baby. But she never said once, like, there's STDs that you don't want to catch, or you should wait until Prince Charming comes along. Only thing she ever beat into my head was, you go out there and get you a baby, and it's your baby. You go out there and doing dumb stuff and get you a baby, it's your baby. It's not our baby. But at the end of the day, I feel like it would have been our baby because you're my parents. What are you going to do? Throw me to the wolves? But I tell my daughter, she's 16 now, I tell her all the time, if you feel like that little hot pot getting hot, there's a little boy you feeling, let me know.
Come talk to me.
Yes, let me know
Absolutely.
so we can get things in place that we're not, one, catching STDs that we can't get rid of,
Come on.
or STDs, even STDs that you can get rid of. You don't want that. That's one thing. And then you're not having babies that are gonna have to go through what you and your brother are going through. Not have to go through the therapies. And granted, my children went through therapy earlier in life because their father was murdered. So, I mean, unalived. So they went through that. They went through that part of their life, but my son is going through therapy because he feels like he needs to grieve from what he went through. He's trying to build himself up from the life he was given. And even I tried my best. I honestly tried my best to give them everything. Like I would buy unnecessary things just to give them
Oh
everything,
yeah.
or
Oh
what I
yeah.
thought was giving them everything. But my son was like, "But mom, this was missing and that was missing. And mom, I know you tried, but we didn't do this, we didn't get to do that, or we didn't have time with daddy, or blah blah blah." And it's like, he's like, "Mom, in my therapy, this is what my therapist is telling me." And I'm like, oh, he's like, yeah, so this is why sometimes I don't talk, but then I just like let things fester and then I blow up. And I'm like, okay. He's like, yeah, mom, like certain triggers, like certain things are like my brother's kids calling their dad, like, oh, daddy, can I do this? And my son is like, but I can't do that. Like, I can't call my dad and be like, can I go here? Can I do that? So, like, having kids young is crazy, especially that many back to back.
Insanity.
But I tell my daughter all the time, baby, when that little hot pot get hot,
Do you hear me? Yeah,
let's
and
talk about it.
that's it. Like I say, of course, I preach abstinence. I want my baby to keep herself as pure as possible, both of them. Yeah.
Right.
But I'm not ignorant. I'm not ignorant. You know what I mean? I'm gonna preach it. But like you, just as you said, if you fall in love and you feel like this is what you want to do, not what he wants to do,
Right.
then you sit down and have this conversation with me and your mama. We're gonna take you where you need to go, and get you good and prepared. Because like you said, I don't want you bringing no STD here, and I don't want to be a grandparent before my time. I want to be a grandparent, the type of grandparent that your grandparents were to you. They bought you what they wanted to buy you because your mama and your daddy had it. Got
Right.
it. You see what I'm saying? They did just what they wanted to do. If you didn't want to do anything, that was fine. And those are the parents, those are the grandparents that we need. Not the grandparents that have to come in and play mama and daddy to your children. Because when you're having children at 15 years old, at 17 years old, even at 19, in this particular case, mama and daddy is playing a much bigger role than they should have to play. Tried and true. And I know at 15 they were. Because you can't support yourself. So that is the conversation we are absolutely having. Okay, you stepping in, you want to be he Joker saying he's financially there to whatever degree that is if they need some, he got it, but I don't know, I'm not 100% sure that what that actually entails.
I don't
Because
want to come down on Joker, but I want to say that whole financial and not being there in their faces, not being there, not they're not seeing you, especially at that young of an age. Like when they see you, you just another person in the streets. Like there could be another guy walk past that even favors you. They're gonna be like, "Daddy," and then that's not daddy.
Well, you know what though, y'all, I have to back up, and I think he heard what you said, and I think he's receiving, and I know, girly accountability. I get that part. However, when I had asked him something early on, and he had given out some things of his background, and believe me, this is not coddling either. But we have to know what you say,
I
Marquise.
didn't say a word. Go ahead.
He said, But we have to know the source of a situation. I think it matters a lot, and he threw some things out that was really pertinent and it stuck in my spirit. And I mean, even some of the young ladies that are coming at us and coming at me, that's a place of hurt. You know what I mean? And I think if I sat down in a room, I don't think I know. If I sat down in a room with them for 30 minutes, it would change their view of me and understand that I'm not coming for them. But when you're hurt, all you do is come out swinging, right? So that's that in the comments. Y'all are loved, and I don't care if you don't like me. I love you, period, point blank. But he threw out some key comments, and that the history and the childhood, we're telling him how to start from where he's currently at because we just met him, so that makes sense. However, there's a lot of layers to what he's gone through. He doesn't have to tell me. I don't need the details. I already know. And I'm not excusing away any poor choices or bad behavior. However, there's some work that has to be done at the core before he can get to the boxing, before he gets to the job stability, before he gets to the even the taking care of babies. And this is why I say that. I'm gonna try to make it quick. Because you want to be a healthy parent, right? You don't want to be a parent that's just struggling because people said that you need to take care of your kids. In the meantime, we have a lot of cases where young parents in particular have not been so good to their children on several levels. from abuse, neglect, all the way up to unaliving because their mental health was that unstable. And I'm not saying you would ever hurt your children. I'm not implying that, but there have been cases where that happens. So let's go all the way to the rewind. And before you take any of those steps, the finances are important, but that's not you're not going to be able to carry no finances when you make the finances if your mind isn't right. If your core, your spirit, and your mind is not together, none of this is going to matter. So, whatever things that you popped out when you first got here, we don't have to say them again. I need you to address that. You can address it
Correct, Renita.
spiritually, you can address it therapeutically, you can go talk to a counselor, you can go to a mentor, but you are not the only one. We have some stories in here that will bring people to their knees about our past. But at some point, we chose to get help and to heal. And Joker has been through the fire in his childhood, right? And so
Hmm.
now it's like catch up time. It's almost like, me and Marquise talked about this before. If what happens to you happens at 6, happens at 10, happens at 12, or it continues
Exactly.
to happen, you pause right
You
there.
stop
You
growing there.
stop
Arrested
growing
development.
right there. Arrested development.
That's
And
it.
how can a 12-year-old take care of a 2-year-old? How can a 14-year-old care for a newborn baby? And so on and so forth. I don't want to get too lost because I don't want to lose Joker in it, but Joker, there's something about you, and I don't know what it is. I asked you if you were boxing because I know a pro boxer in the city that I'm in. That's later though. Between Vern and I, we can help be a support to you. Ain't nobody adopting your old self now. Don't get that twisted. But we can be a support and a help to you. But if I need you to address your mental health first, and you know what I'm talking about, and we don't have to say it on here. If you want to inbox Vern and me, both of us,
Yep.
three-way call, whatever the case may be, we got you.
Yep.
But I ain't introducing you into that to that pro boxer until you address the mental health first.
I respect it.
Yeah, I just hate to, and again, I'm not coming down on you. This is not an uncommon story. Again, we handled Juju in much the same manner last year, or I think that was last year, and I faced the same backlash when I dared to get her in here and tell her Juju is not okay for you to build an entire platform around having a baby and wanting another one. And I think she may have been 14, 15 when she had that first baby.
But I mean,
Juju,
we did the post
Were you able to help her?
USPS girl as well.
correct.
So I
Correct.
mean, come on,
UPS interviewed
we did
her and the
for
baby daddy
three
and tore him
times,
up three
three
You
times.
times.
did. You
Tore him
did.
up,
So
ripped
I
him
mean,
apart.
there is no discrimination of what you put out in the public, but yeah, I mean, if you put it out there, people have a right to have an opinion and a comment on it. But it's not like we just going out here picking on people just because, or we're picking topics just because. Like, if it seems like it's interesting, we comment on it, we discuss it. It's a part of life.
Right.
And I mean, you
Well,
have
I'm a.
kids that are out here having kids at a young age,
Mhm.
having them at 14, and come back and you got
Mhm.
another one at 15. They're not even waiting they 6 weeks before they come and find out that they're pregnant again. And there's no community there to help them. And I mean, we have our beautiful president who is stopping all resources and aids to them to, help them in the community. But then you got the community who say, oh, my tax dollars is providing you with food stamps and Medicaid. So that is the conversation to have, that you can't control your children going out here being sexual. You cannot, but they need the resources to know that you have to be able to take care of these babies, because government assistance is what they're trying to get rid of. It's not like back in the 60s and the 70s where grandma can get a house on Section 8 and be in that mug until her daughter is old enough to take over the
And
Section 8
wheel it
house.
down.
So I mean,
Mhm.
we got to help.
Yeah, put
We
limit
have
on
to help
everything.
and get young adults to understand that there are ramifications to your actions, and when you decide to do what you do and you bring these babies in the world, again, it's not about you anymore. And your baby, and of course, ma'am, and ty, whatever the rest of your alphabets was in your name, no, everybody does not have the same situation, but the kids is who become important. You are no longer important. No one cares what you're going to do. You have to make sure that you're providing for these young people that you brought into this world, and you're not depending on the government. You're not depending on your parents to do everything for you. And if you having a baby at 15, your mom and daddy helping you some kind of way because you need somewhere to live.
So
But
let's not
that's
look
So
past
yeah. Go
let's
ahead.
not look past the gift that TT and Vern just offered to Joker. This is huge. You know, a lot of young people, they don't have a choice. If they dealing with mental issues, whatever the case is, or if they dealing with anything, you got to get it out the mud or do whatever. But here, not only you can have an opportunity to be introduced to an actual boxer, somebody who can help him get on the right footing with that, and that may take off of him, but also wanting to give you the tools, because that's when we go to therapy, that's what we're getting. We're getting the tools on how to deal with these high stress situations. And so that is a gift that we didn't have. That was, because we didn't have the whole let's go to therapy. It was uh go to church and then get
pray
yourself
about it.
and get pray about it and get yourself
Hey,
back to
get
work.
yourself
So
together.
let's not look at that. So follow Vern, follow TT, Miss TT. Make sure you take advantage of that offer. Because I mean, hey, we all need as much assistance as we could get.
Hmm.
I love
Uh,
that.
I don't depend on anyone. Ty, they always say the hit dogs holler. Listen, if it doesn't apply to you, then simply let it
Let
fly.
it fly. I done said that 50
It's
times.
very it's a very simple concept. When people are having conversations that I cannot relate to, there's no need for me to even respond because I can't relate to it. When y'all can come up here and talk about drinking and smoking all day. I've never drank a day in my life. I've never smoked. Can't relate. Don't know what you're talking about. So I don't have to announce it. Hey doctor, I
I
don't. Go ahead.
I can relate. I can relate. I ain't never been so saved and sanctified.
You can keep saying whatever you want to say, Ty, but that only shows your age. That's the thing. It's so funny. We're sitting here reading the comments, and we can tell how old you are.
Yeah, Ty, she wants attention and
Yeah,
negative attention, but she's desiring attention. Ty, I
yeah,
love you. I don't care. You can cuss me, make pages about me, love you. Can we hear from Joker to see where he's at though? Because he said
sure.
something pertinent in the
Go
comments
ahead.
about him coming a long way. Because I think Joker wanted to come in here and swing, but he didn't.
He saw we love him.
No, like I say, when I made my video, when I did this live, it's never out of malice. This is a conversation that everybody should be a part of. This is a universal conversation. This is a universal problem.
Hey,
This
it's
is not
about
the
community,
thank
community
you.
in here.
Yeah, this is not the first one. This is not the first time I've covered a teenage parent.
Won't be the
It
last.
won't be the last
And it
time.
won't be the last.
It won't be the last. So I don't know why
We'll cover
y'all think
this.
that
We'll
just
cover
because
this.
this is y'all little friend.
Come back next week.
Come back next week. We'll be talking
Yeah,
about something else.
yeah. We'll have somebody else up on the board.
Correct. We don't know
It might
who's
be
gonna.
me next week.
I might put
You never
myself up there. You
know.
can talk about me.
You never know.
That's the way this thing goes. I make videos that have layers to them. This is a layered conversation. This isn't a simple point at a finger. I understand better than most that a lot is not being said here. There's a lot of damage in these childhoods that's not being spoken of, which is why I invited her, because her testimony, if she was truly to give it, would be way more powerful than what I'm saying right now, because it was something that got her to where she is, to where
Mm.
she equates having babies and getting that unconditional love. What I did and what I made sure is that I gave my daughter more than enough love so that when she's out in that world, she don't have to go seek it from a nigga. Yeah, I said it.
Oh,
That's what a lot of this boils down to. When you don't get that love at home, you go out and find it in the streets. And she found it mighty early, which lets me know that there's something that happened before she got 14 and started screwing.
And when you get
Before,
old,
well, before she got 15
like
and
they
started
like to
having
call
babies.
us,
Come on now. Before she
like
got
when you get
17 and
old,
had
like
that
they
second.
like to call us,
Before she got to 19 and got to that third baby. It's something back there that's not being talked about. That's why I wanted her here. The same way I got Juju in here, and everybody thought Juju was finna come in here swinging and swinging and shooting at people. Nope. Juju came in here with way more maturity than most of you grown folks. And we had a real conversation. And when we boiled that thing down, we figured out exactly what went wrong. And she may have continued. I don't see a lot of her content anymore, but she did make a sincere effort to try to curb and change some of that content after she and I had that conversation.
is
That
that one on the tube of you?
Oh, I don't know. No, I don't think so. That was before I
Okay.
started recording them and pushing them
Okay.
over there. Yeah, but it was a great one.
Ooh.
It was a
Because
great
if
one.
they go watch my Tuber You interview,
Correct. It's there.
Well, I seen yours. Yeah, I
It's
saw
it's
yours.
it's a great. I mean, yeah, these are the conversations that need to be had. This is not about bashing people. This is about giving real life situations.
experiences,
Correct. And
and
boiling
how
them
people
down.
overcome.
Correct. Correct. This is they're in the middle of this thing, but they're going to come out on the other side one way or the other. This is why we're having this conversation.
We
But I
today,
guess we can't tell the truth and show how we overcome. We can't do both. We have to just show the overcome and not tell the truth of how we overcame and the struggles we went through, because everybody struggles in life.
Sure.
Everybody overcomes something in life. It might not be as bad as mine, it might not be as bad as yours, but there is something that everyone is overcoming in life.
Mm-hmm.
facts.
And
Can we check in
and
with
like I
Joe?
was gonna say before, when we get old, like they like to call us, we so old.
Because, babe,
But
I'm
when you
about to
get
be
old,
old.
you realize that the true love is comes from yourself.
Come on now.
You loving to actually have loving yourself. You have to be a complete whole person. Just like
Mm-hmm.
Marquis had to be a complete whole person, Jennifer had to be a complete whole
Come
person, and
on.
then they was able to come together
Come
and
on.
make complete whole people.
Come on now.
So the true love is gonna come from yourself. It's not gonna come from your
From
child.
children.
You're gonna love, even though the love of the child and woo, the love
Mm-hmm.
of a grandchild. I don't want to
Mm-hmm.
talk about that right there.
Yeah.
But that is amazing. But love of self is where it actually starts.
That's it.
And
You can't give
yeah,
what you don't have.
you can't give what you don't
You
have.
cannot give what you don't have.
Can't
You
pour from
can't
a
If
put
you
empty
out
don't
into
cup.
love yourself
society.
100%, then it's impossible for you to give 100% to that baby. You ain't got it. You ain't got it to give. You still trying to fix yourself. These are the conversations that y'all are not having. Come on.
CYY
Come
says that
on
she
up and say it. Come on up and say it,
before she
Ty.
before she comes up though. Can Joker? Can we check in and see where he's at with all the information?
Sure. Joker,
Yes,
how are you, baby?
I'm doing perfectly great.
Okay.
I
Anything
mean,
you want to
I love
add
it.
with the advice?
Nah,
You have anything you want to say? Have we
nah.
have we hurt you in any kind of way unintentionally that we don't know, outside of just trying to give you advice and guidance? Is there anything that we said that we didn't know hurt you in any kind of way? Because that is never our goal, is to hurt anyone,
No.
and not to
Nah,
make you
nah, nah,
feel
nah.
small
Words
or to
shouldn't have to
belittle
hurt.
you.
Words shouldn't have to hurt. I mean, y'all was just trying to give me advice. Y'all was just trying to lead me to the right path. And I mean, I respect that. I really do.
Okay.
Lena, we're ready
Toya,
for you. Welcome to the conversation.
when he said in the comments that you came a long way, what does that mean?
Like, what you mean by that?
You said in the comments that you came a long way in order to come in here and be as calm as you've been, or something to that effect.
Well, it just all boils down to when I used to run the streets. I mean, I'm not really trying to get too personal with how I grew up.
Right. But you've grown. You've grown
Yeah,
though.
yeah.
Okay. Well, give yourself credit for that. And I'm going to say, for what it's worth, stay out the penal system no matter what you do. Your record as a juvenile should be sealed. but you got a clean start because, honey, I know some that are your age, and they are looking at time on top of time on top of time, and then life is done and over.
What are your thoughts around your baby mama putting your babies on the internet? Because I see it as a form of exploitation, personally.
I mean, deep down, I don't like it, but it's her. I don't really know how to explain it, but deep down, me, if you ask about me, how I personally feel it, nah, I don't really like that. I don't. But I don't. My say so don't really matter to her.
And I guess that takes us right back to this court conversation.
Yeah.
Is there not? I just feel like there's. I don't know if there's anything that could be done legally with regards to having your children appear online in the way
There
that they're
is
being.
something that could possibly happen with that. There is.
Okay, which again strengthens the argument around getting the courts involved. I just don't, like I say, I don't like the portrayal. Again, I know why she's doing it. It's bringing in views and will ultimately get her a couple of dollars here and there, but I just don't like the idea of displaying your children up and exploiting them for likes, clicks, and views. That's pretty much what's going on. That's just not a that it always puts a sour taste in my mouth because this stuff will live on forever. Mama dry begging on the internet for people to give them to help raise money for a car, which again has a negative effect on you. If you're claiming that you're seeing about your children and sending them money and taking care of them, well, that's not what's being reflected online. What's being reflected online is I'm a single mama, I'm on my third baby, I need y'all help to make it. That's the narrative that's being pushed. And I think that's unfair to the children. If you are indeed being a financial support to those kids, then I think that is unfair to you as well. I show my daughter on the internet a lot, and people do it. Okay, you're missing the point, Ty. My child is all over my page. Well, my son not so much, but my daughter's on my page all the time. Well, that's not the point that I'm making, friend. My child is not sitting in videos at 2 or whatever ages those kids are. These are children that cannot consent. They cannot consent. My child has always been old enough to consent to videos. These children cannot consent to the way that they're being portrayed. Are you sitting on the internet, dry begging with your children running around in front of you? I don't know. I've never been to your page. And again, why do you keep attempting to make this conversation about you? We're not talking about you. We're talking about this father and this mother. Please make it make sense. I. Why do you continue to try to center yourself in this conversation?
Talk can come up and we can have a conversation.
Yes, would you like to?
Just like we're having with Joker.
Correct. Ty, you're more than welcome to come up. Your fingers should be tired because you can. No, it's not because you can. It's because we allow it. Because we can hit two buttons and never see you again. We have the power
we got
here.
very, very educated women here that can bet with them. More than glad to be able to speak with you about any subject you got. Come on up.
Got a new person at the top.
Oh yes. Oh, I'm sorry, Miss Lena. Oh, well, we know all about her. We're welcome to the conversation. We're ready for you. What would you like to add to this conversation?
19 and 3 kids, unexpected pregnancy. You know, people laughed at me when I told them that I was 39 when I had my first child.
Mm-hmm.
And like you were saying, I heard a few things that you said a few minutes ago. Is that how do you show a child love if you don't love yourself? And at 19, you know, you're really trying to figure out what you want to do with your life.
Mm-hmm.
You want to party and experience different things. And now you got to carry 3 kids through all that.
Come on, Lena. And quick pause because Joker himself said, I'm just 21. I'm just.
Exactly.
All that goes out the window when you start making babies. To me. At 21, I got married. By 24, we had our first baby. So just 21 means a whole lot of different. A whole lot. It means something totally different to you than it did to me. But
and
if you're old enough to lay, play, and make multiple babies, then just should just come on out your vocabulary. You gave up those childish things the moment you started making babies.
exactly.
Go ahead, Lena.
And she gave, and
One
the things
second,
that
Lena.
she,
I need us to tap up to 70,000 by whatever 45 is at y'all time, so that is 17 minutes, or the comments will definitely go off.
Sounds good. Tap it up, folks. We're trying to get to that 100K mark before the end of the show, and we should already be there. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Lena.
and the things
I
that
can
she
say what I
doing.
want. Ty, how old are you? Like 12? I'm sorry, Lena. Ty is. She got to be extremely young. She got to be every bit of 17. There's no way you're past 21. I'm grown. I can say what I want. Okay, go ahead, Lena. Yeah,
And
she's
the
a kid.
thing,
She's clearly a kid.
and the
Oh.
things she's doing is coming from a hurt place. It's coming from a young-minded place, and it's coming from a naive place. And this is why it's important for men to not spread their seed, or be careful of who they give their seed to, because these young girls out here is acting wild. And now they got your seed. And you might want to be a good father. You might want to be involved. But her naiveness, her childness is making it hard. Young people shouldn't even be having kids, to tell you the truth. You ain't gotta wait 39. I know I was old, but you ain't gotta wait, but at least wait till you get done with running the streets and partying and accepting certain things. I accepted so many things when I was young, and I'm so glad that I didn't have any kids that would witness that. I was AB'd, I was running the streets, I was partying, I was drinking a lot, and imagine if I had a child doing all that. And you can't get mad when people don't want to babysit. See, I'm older now, so if somebody don't want to babysit, it's like, cool, that's my child. So at the end of the day, if you don't want to babysit, then I'm gonna be at home. There's nothing out there on the streets that I haven't witnessed, that I haven't seen or done to be a neglectful mother. So, but when you're young, you don't understand that. And you get mad and you get an attitude, and then you take it out on your child because you got to stay at home while your friends and sister and whomever is out there partying and living their life.
You got it. You got it. And then oftentimes you'll have these people later on in their adult life have these, I won't even say midlife crisis. They just have crises. And I can say that about my own mother. She had me at 15. She had my sister at 16. She had my baby sister that passed right before she turned 20. So very familiar with this story. Only difference was she was married to my father. I was born before they got married, but they got married before I turned 1. So all of the children, both my sisters were born after they got married. But what I can say is after that marriage fell apart, and it largely fell apart because these two people were still very young. These people were not mature, neither of them. And they were still trying to grow and find themselves. So they grew up, they grew apart, relationship doomed. And then something snapped inside of my mama's head because she goes, look, I became a parent before I became an adult. And all of my youth has been spent raising babies. So from 15 to, well, my daddy was 33 when he passed, or when he was pew-pewed to death. She was 29, 30. And just like that, she snapped. She wanted to get some of her youth back. And guess who ended up suffering because of it? Those two children. She did. She went and got that youth back. But the level of damage, I've done several lives on it. Several lives. And it's taken up until me being turning 40 for us to rebuild a relationship. All because I had a teenage mama, which is why I am very anti-teenage parents, because I've been on the other side of it. And again, yeah, there's some success stories. I can credit myself as a success story. I did not go I did not put myself through that. I was married at 21. I didn't have a baby until I was 24. Both my children come from the same woman that was my wife beforehand. So I made sure not to repeat that same cycle. But I cannot sit here in good conscience and say that I was not affected by the damage done by having a teenage mother. I had to grow beyond it. I had to pray myself out of a lot of that. There's a lot of things that goes into being a teenage mom, and she was actually a pretty good one, but she just wasn't. She was ill-equipped. The brain was still developing. She was still a child. There's just no way around it, which is why. Go ahead.
And to be a good parent, you have to understand the development of the mind.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to understand that kids are gonna do certain things that is going to kind of make you upset.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to step back and realize that they're just kids.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of young people with kids don't do that because they not develop themselves. So when a child do something, jumping off the couch, yelling at the grocery store or whatever, they react to that behavior.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what a 2-year-old, what you expect from a 2-year-old, what you expect from a 3-year-old. My son jumps off the couch. I don't know what he think he is, because he just risk it all. Like, he just jumps off the couch and don't care where he land. But he's a boy, and he's 3 years old. So what else am I gonna expect for him to do at 3 years old? He ain't gonna sit down all the time. He ain't gonna shut up all the time. You know?
Ty, the problem I have with you is that you're taking all of this personally. I can put up any 19-year-old with 3 kids and it would still be the same conversation. This is just a face. It's not the face. You keep taking this personally, which is why you cannot. This is why you can't truly understand. You're listening long enough to type and respond. You're not actually listening to understand. This is about all teenage parents with multiple kids, not just one. This one is why you're here. This scenario, my same advice, my same wording would apply to any man or woman that's 19 years old and on a third baby. That's
And
okay.
this would be for the same thing for me as well if you was 25, 30,
Correct.
45 with 3 kids and you're not doing anything with yourself and you just keep procreating. It doesn't matter. The age, okay, today y'all triggered about 19. Can y'all come next week and be triggered about 35?
Right. Oh, I like this, Elise. She doesn't care that this is an issue. She cares about the fact that it's being said. Yeah, she's like, well, how old are y'all talking about a 19-year-old old enough to be their parents? Because I got a 17-year-old upstairs.
And
right
I got
now.
a 25 and 22.
What is your point? Please tell me what is your point.
Who
We
just
wouldn't
had
be
a
talking
baby.
about this one in particular had she not opened up a page and decided to make content out of being a teenage mother with 3 children. She put herself out here. When you put yourself out online, you become public information. You become public. This is public. This is everybody's business. If she didn't want us to talk about it, she wouldn't have put it up. People don't produce content for nobody to see it. Y'all spreading misinformation. How much misinformation are we spreading? We're talking to baby daddy number 1 right here. I think he would have a little bit more information than you. Did you lay up and make any of these babies with her?
Does Joker know Ty? Joker, do you know Ty?
I know, because she seems very familiar.
Nah.
Are you sure, Joker? Is that not one of your exes?
No.
That's the baby mama friend.
That one right there is swinging for her life.
Somebody who was
That's
confident.
the baby
who is
mama's friend.
apparently the girl's sister. The girl's sister apparently was in the comments. So I don't know if this is the page, but from her live, that one of them was.
One was a sister. Look, there's a box.
They don't want to come in the box. They
Y'all don't
like
want
the
to come in the
keyboard
box. Y'all just
better.
want to keep spinning your wheels in the comment section.
I know how to make Ty get quiet. Tell her you love her, because when I told her that, she didn't say nothing else to me.
You know,
I
I
mean, I
had that
think you.
problem too. I had that say I could handle conflict and arguments. I mean, I could argue you to the ground, but if you hug me and tell me you love me, I will fall apart.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
That
so we
took
can't
some good.
love people?
Wait
We're
a
not allowed
minute.
to love people? Dang.
I just want to know if Ty braids. I bet Ty can braid her butt off talking all that mess. Girl, what state you in? Come braid my hair.
Tap that screen, folks. We have 45 people in the room. We're approaching the 70K mark, and my moderator is getting ready to
Got
turn these
7 minutes.
comments off.
Yeah,
Seven
what she
minutes.
charging?
Y'all
Find out what
better
she
tap.
charging, honey. Find
She
out what she
tried.
charging.
She finna charge TT about $2,000
And
because
that's the truth. I don't know why people are so. I think, Joker, you're right. I don't know why people are getting so mad about other people's point of view. Exactly. This is just my point of view. I can understand if I was coming in here just being totally disrespectful. She's stupid. He's stupid. Dot 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 dot. That's something else. That's not what that wasn't in my video, and that's not in my live, and that's not even in my heart. This boy is young. This young man is young enough to be my child, and so is that. So is that girl right there. No.
Exactly. Exactly.
No, I want the best for all of them because I understand that my daughter has got to go out in this world. And what I don't want is her laying down with a broken man that already got multiple children and you becoming baby mama number 3 or 4.
And here's the thing:
or 5.
as a black man, I need to be in here talking to Joker.
Come on.
Okay, I need to
Come
be in here
on.
talking to
Thank you,
Joker.
Doc.
So hold that for yourself. As
That's
long as
it.
Joker allows me to talk to him, I'm gonna talk to him.
That's it.
Yeah, I've come a long way, Ty. I've grown as
Oh,
well.
why is she that girl and he that young man? Did I say girl? Okay, I'm sorry. I may have said girl. Well, I don't. That young lady, is that better?
How old is she's 19
She's 19.
and he's 21. Maybe that's why you made that different.
He's legally an adult. He's old enough to drink. She isn't.
I'm gonna be quiet. I see Apostle in here. I'm gonna hush.
Hey, Apostle.
Hey, Apostle, cover your ears because it's a little, you know, not a very polished.
It's hot in here tonight. I don't know what's wrong with these people. That's
Can I,
I just
I can,
go ahead.
I'm just snapping at the bit. I was gonna wait to the end to tell y'all, but we could talk about it on the back end. But did y'all
Okay.
see
She doesn't
that?
drink anyway. That's because she can't
What?
legally. What is wrong with
Anyway,
y'all? Spam. Is that your home girl?
Yep.
Birds of a feather flock together, and all
Together.
y'all sound the same, which says a lot. That tells me all I need to know about you and your crew.
Young and
All y'all sound the
uneducated.
same. None of
Young
y'all
and
sound like y'all have
uneducated.
any good sense. Y'all sound young and dumb.
You know, I wish who is it? Dr. Duchess that be coming in here
Yeah,
sometime. I
we
sure wish
we
she
need
would.
her tonight.
I wish she would fly through here tonight. Cause oh my gosh,
and well,
Miss TT, wait a minute.
What in the heck is you calling for her for? What she
Uh-oh.
gonna
no,
do?
okay, go
it's
ahead and
it's
say it, girly.
it is
Hey,
no, it's
she ain't
not
gonna do
the.
nothing but get up here and say, "What you gonna do about it?"
That's not the
Uh-oh.
same one. Y'all thinking about the other one. It's an older lady whose name is
Yes,
Dr. Duchess that's come in here
uh, we
and she
know.
gives really good advice.
We know she's good, but that
Oh
anyway.
my God!
Ooh,
And let
that's
her
Uh,
a good
That
question. Wait a
you
minute.
is up. You up here
uh
talking about message talk, Africa.
no, she's been
she's
in
from
our live a few times
yeah, but she's originally from
When she
Messy
gave
Talk.
good advice,
Oh my God. Can we
on a
get back
few
to
of
the
those
subject at
lives.
Oh,
hand?
okay.
sweet Jesus.
Let's circle back to where we were.
I had to
um
come off mute for that one.
Joker, a question posed to you. Why did you decide to make her the mother of your children? Or better yet, how long did you date before she got pregnant?
He's
Oh
answering in the
wow.
comments.
Oh, I'm sorry, I missed it. Well, he's right.
He said he thought it would last.
I was truly in love with her at a young age, and I really thought we would last. So, How long did you date before she got pregnant? That's the question. You can come off mute, dude. You can just tell us.
Oh
Everybody
man.
can't be in love from the uterus,
Hey,
Marquise.
stop it. This don't start with me tonight. Joker, how long did you date before she got pregnant? Honestly, couldn't have been
Um,
very long.
to be honest, I don't even really remember. We was together for like 2 years,
So you
almost 3.
started dating her when she was 12?
No,
Well, she was 15 when she had the baby. So she was
He said they
14.
was together for 2 years. So how old is the baby now,
my
Joker?
son's going to be 3 and my daughter's going to be 2.
Okay,
So
so his
we
son's gonna
knew
be
each
3.
other since. All right, so
Okay, this math
I
ain't
da-
math.
I
Thank you.
dated.
Girlie, I'm not slow. I can do math.
Well, I'm a little bit slow, so let me mute.
The baby said she had the baby at
Well,
15.
let's let
You
him
know
tell
it
it
takes
first.
10 to 40 weeks to have a baby.
Let's let him tell it first, so
Okay, go
before
ahead.
we go
Go
ahead. Go
ahead.
ahead, Joker.
All right, so I'm only a year older than her. So I'm a 2005
So
baby.
she
She's a
makes
2000.
20 this year, is what you're saying? She's got to make
Yeah,
20. You can
yeah.
wait.
Africa.
She'll
Okay.
be
Please
20
let him
this year.
finish.
So all right, I'm a 2005 baby. She's a 2006 baby. But I mean, I can't really put her business out there because I mean, she was just trying to call me not too long ago to hop on my ass for I don't know what real reason, but yeah.
Mm. Oh, so you can communicate.
Oh yeah, we can. All right, that's my bad. I stutter a lot.
Oh no,
But
I'm
that's
that's
just
only
fine.
trying
that
to
that's
figure
only
out
when
why
I'm
this
trying to.
story is getting so much fairy tales. This is a broken home. Y'all get down on women when women do stuff like this. So I'm just saying
Oh,
like
Lena, I've been on fire all night. You just missed it. No, ma'am, I'm not. I
like
had
dude,
I
you
had
No,
just
he
let them off
not.
the
created a
gas.
broken home.
He ain't pulling no punches, boo boo.
Please believe I handled it. Go ahead, Joker. We try to get this mouth right.
No, so all right. When we very first met, she was 15. I was 16.
Okay, and she got pregnant at 15 and had the baby at 15 too.
Nah, she got pregnant at 15, had the baby at 16.
That ain't what she said in her videos. Now, your baby
It does say 16, Marquise. I went back and listened to it.
is 16.
She had the baby 16. Yeah,
Okay, so she got pregnant at 15, had the baby at 16.
that's correct.
Okay, I'm listening. That still ain't telling me how long y'all dated before she got pregnant.
Like I said, I don't remember.
So it wasn't very long.
I'm not quite sure.
You
Not this was years ago.
Were you guys in high school together?
Nah, we
It
didn't.
ain't
All right,
like you a
I was
husband.
going.
so
Come
you
on.
weren't dating, y'all
Let
were
him tell
just
the story.
screwing. Is
Nah,
that
we was
is that
dating.
what you're saying?
We was dating. We was
And you
dating.
don't know how long you dated.
We was dating for like 2 almost 3 years.
So you started dating her when she was 13.
No. All right, I'm saying we dated. All right, so 15. I broke up with her when I was 19.
Okay. And so you were together for 3 years.
Close to 3 years. Not a
But
full three
so
years.
really, as soon
But
as y'all
close.
got together, that's when because the baby's
Thank
3.
you.
So I
Thank
mean, as soon
you.
as y'all got
Yeah, I
together,
got
she
she
got
got
pregnant.
pregnant as soon as y'all got together.
And you know what? That's okay.
Just say that.
He just trying to qualify the time. So y'all was you because you did say y'all was together for 3 years. So and the baby
That's the
3
only
years
way that
old.
math works. You're counting after the baby. You're not counting before. You can't. Because your relationship
So
would be
from
5 or
19,
6
so
years.
19, 18, 17 for him, 16 for her, right?
You said what?
Why you ain't wear no condom?
Get down to the nitty
Because
gritty.
the baby was planned, Lena.
Because he
Remember?
wanted to get her pregnant, according to what she said. It was his plan to get her pregnant right away. Apparently,
No, according to what he said that.
yeah, he did say that too. They both said
Hmm.
that.
This is crazy.
So you met this girl
But
and
they're young.
immediately wanted to get her pregnant because you guys didn't date very long before she got pregnant.
Nah. I'm not finna sit here and lie to you. I'm gonna be on. I'm gonna be
Please.
100%.
That's
Look,
all.
I'm gonna be honest with you. At first, I didn't even want to have no kid because, like I said, I was too busy being in the streets. I mean, I don't really want to go down that path because I left
You
it
don't
for a
have
reason.
to.
But at first, I didn't want
He
no
do
child.
have to. The way
Actually,
y'all be
I
treating
actually
women.
Lena want her lick back. Oh, Miss Delulu is
Y'all
actually
better,
in the building.
y'all better be
Okay,
tapping
are
them
you able to
screens,
be
tapping the
civil
screen,
with each other?
people.
Because I can drop you down and bring her up. What I don't want is a lot of arguing back and forth. Are y'all going to be able to be civil in the boxes together? Because she's in the building now.
I can't guarantee that, but I was gonna
Okay,
get up.
we'll
Oh,
Listen,
well,
attempt
no,
that.
listen.
he
I
gonna go
was
on mute.
You'll
I
be
was
good.
You know,
going.
he's
It'll be
mature.
okay.
Okay,
No,
yeah,
listen,
we're going to just put you on mute right now.
listen. I was
Mm-hmm.
gonna. It's 1:48 for me in the
Sure.
morning. I was already planning on leaving after that one
Oh, okay.
question.
Okay.
So y'all have a great night.
Thank you
Well,
for
thank
being
God
here,
you,
bless
Joker.
y'all.
Joker.
Hey, and I really
Don't
Oh,
get
do.
nobody else
I
pregnant.
really do appreciate for the advice.
Yes, sir.
And don't worry about me getting anybody else
ready to
pregnant.
tell
I
him
don't plan
that.
on having kids until I'm married.
I
That's
appreciate that,
and so
Joker.
that means
You have a good night,
if
Joker.
that means if it go down, you gonna wrap it up, right?
Please. Condoms are cheap. I promise you they're cheap.
Because let me
I'll
tell
be
you
happy.
something.
Hey, if you
If you're
need
not
me to
planning,
cash
you
app
have
you,
to
brother,
Right.
I
plan.
will
That's what I was
cash
going
app
to
you.
say.
Joker,
Nah, I
I will
work.
cash
I
app
don't
you.
know about these money.
Joker,
Just
listen to me.
DM
I
me and
have
I will
two
cash
sons.
app you the money for the condoms because we don't
Oh,
need
so
no more
follow
babies.
all of
Send me
them.
your address. I'll
He
send you a
finna send you
box.
money for. He finna send you money.
I promise you I'll pay
You
for it.
got Miss TT. They're gonna help you with the getting everything together before they introduce you to the boxer. But I just want you to know, if you're not planning to not get pregnant, you're planning to get pregnant. You
Mm.
have to be. I'm talking about wrap that thing up. I have two sons. I have two sons. They have no babies. And my advice to them was always assume that woman actually wants a baby. I don't care if she tell you she on birth control. I don't care if she tell you that she can't get pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
Her life in her hands.
That's it.
You are in control of your own destiny. And have two sons in their 30s, baby, no babies. So you could do it.
God, God loves you, Joker. So do we.
Really
Absolutely. And thank you
do.
for being here
Thank
tonight. We
you.
appreciate you for being for being as
And I
mature.
God
appreciate you for
loves you, but
listening.
we don't like what you did.
It's a,
Lena
it's
ain't
okay.
playing them
Look,
games tonight.
hey,
No, we
baby,
not. We look.
he
We're
gonna
not
take care of his
accepting it.
baby.
Now we held you to the fire. I couldn't do that. That's all I can do is hold you to the
Yeah.
fire. But I do. I want you to do better. I want you to see those
Men do
babies.
hold men accountable, I'll tell you that.
Absolutely. I want you to see do everything you can to be a part of those children's lives, and I don't mean just financially. I mean
Being
physically
there
there because
physically, yeah.
yeah, they're not going to remember
Look
a
him right
cash
in the
app.
eye.
We
Hey,
Look him
need
Joker,
right in the
check
eye.
we need you
in.
to start now. Get
And check in
started
with
on it
us,
now.
Joker. Check in
Yeah, I
with us,
got
Joker,
you.
real
okay?
quick too,
Yeah.
just don't be scared of things with the courts. I know it might seem a certain way, but that is the best way to establish
Yeah.
things because realistically, financially, that's great and all, but you being present matters so much more. And even where it's a scheduled FaceTime call or something like that, if you're not nearby, it's very important to get that
So
established. You
just
don't like
imagine
the
they
courts can
face
help
when
a lot.
you go to pick them up from school. They just gonna be like, my daddy can't pick me up from school. Oh,
Yeah.
but go
Yeah,
ahead. I'm just saying.
everything written. An extra thing to where this can't no silliness can happen. That's all.
Uh, all right. Delulu was here. I tried to pull her up, and she was having some connectivity issues. So hopefully she'll come back.
I didn't
But
know
I
that was her
respect y'all
name. I
very
thought,
much. Y'all have a nice night.
we appreciate you.
okay,
Please check
Thank
back
you,
with us in three,
son.
4 months. Let us know how things are going.
Most
once
definitely.
again,
Exactly.
the comments are off until we get to what is it, 70 or 75?
75. Let's move it on up to the 75K mark. We're waiting to see